Hey guys, what about all these new apartment buildings being built? What about all these grocery stores still open? All these banks that's getting assistance? The L train getting expansion, all during this COVID. The first responders getting new vehicles, new equipment. What about all these assistance that's supposed to go to us? All of a sudden up and disappearing. Yet all this new stuff is being built, given to the first responders. Funding for the major grocery stores. The banks getting funded. What about all those that's out on the street? That is not getting the funding that they need because it's getting switched over to all this construction, new paving of the roads, all this funding of the big grocery stores just to so they can continue making more money. These new apartment buildings that you really can't walk into because you can't even afford even to go into them to look at it. What about all these ones that's hungry or needs to get around, that's just like you and me, just don't have a home because of this COVID shit? Yet they are able to make a expansion on the link rail to go from basically one end of the state to the other. Where's all this money coming from? Well, I can tell you from my point of view where it's coming from. The assistance programs that's supposed to go to us. The welfare is mostly shut down. And those that do have welfare right now, half of them ain't getting what they had applied for on time. Yet, all this new stuff, assistance for the big chains, the paving of the roads, reconstruction on buildings to make them better suited, is being done. The homeless is not getting help. The working class is not getting help. And they expect us to survive by pinching pennies or in the homeless sake, digging out of garbage cans to find something good to eat. Why can't they just help us instead of building all these new homes, or with these new homes put the homeless in it to get them into a better situation? And for those that can't work, help them with getting a way to get funds or pay for them to be in a home to where they ain't going to be affected by this COVID shit or by the violence. Cut down some of the funding for the ones that is getting excessive amounts of funding. Tell the corporations to assist the homeless, assist the working class, instead of taking all the money and putting it right back into their own stores. Make better deals. Use barter system. Something to help those as deeply affected by homelessness, working class, and those that can't really get a job because of their health, because of this COVID shit. And for those that is on Social Security, stop cutting their Social Security. Help them out. For those that's getting the VA checks, stop cutting that, especially when they're up in their age. Just help the communities out. Help the homeless. Help the working class. Stop demanding less for the communities, for the working class and homeless, and more for the big corporations. Because the big corporations could easily help the homeless and their working class, but they refuse to. To tell you the truth, I'd be surprised if a CEO of a big corporation were to donate 1.5 million for the homeless and the working class to get out of the situation they are in. For I know that the homeless is fed up with being out there on the streets during this COVID, that they're fed up with getting their belongings stolen every time they turn around, fed up with getting harassed by the police because they're out there after curfew, but they have no place to go. They're fed up of getting into fights with others just because they're frustrated. And I know the working class is as well. So my suggestion is, if you find a resource that could help them, pass it on to the homeless and the working class. If you find a way to help them yourself, like either doing like food baskets or getting warm stuff like knitted hats or stocking caps, extra socks, even warm coats to give it out to the homeless. This is Tahutai. Sleep safe and have good, safe travels. And protect all that you can the best way you can. And don't forget to protect your own family the best way you can as well.